my God. Okay. I just had a breakdown, breakup. Oh my God, who's here? Oh, okay. We couldn't get the camera, the really pretty one that was good last time. We couldn't get it going. Can you hear me? Let's do a sound check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's do that first because I have a microphone plugged in before we go. Okay. All right. Oh my God. I'm so emotional right now. Like, I'm so happy to be with you. And right now, like literally right now, which wasn't the plan, wasn't my plan. We were meant to enter the Straits of Messina at an hour ago because that's when the tides are favorable. So there's a whole bunch of information when you're sailing that you look at. And specifically with the Straits of Messina, you ideally want to go during slack tide so that you minimize the intensity of the currents and the swirls and what this strait is really known for. And we planned to do that. We were all set to do that. We woke up early. We were coming in at perfect time. And then Dave wanted to raise the sails. And then a bunch of traffic came in. And anyways, I just had like a breakdown, like so much emotional memory in my body. And so now we're in the strait and I'm really being like offered the opportunity to release timelines, to forgive my humanness, because I was literally crying and like upset with Dave and like feeling like fear and resentment and all sorts of stuff in my humanness. And like, I know it's all perfect. And I'm coming to like in the realness of this because we walk through the course, right? And we know this and we read the lessons and we see it. But like Chic 365 and Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles isn't just about the theory. I'm so emotional right now. It's like literally living into it. And when our stuff comes up, it's so tempting to make ourselves wrong. Like I'm a bad student of Course in Miracles, or I know better. Like literally the boat is rocking like crazy right now. Like I'm so in it with you. I can hear the alarms going off upstairs. Dave's on the helm. My intention in coming to you in this moment is like that we get to honor our humanness, like not to make ourselves wrong when like the natural pieces that we're moving through, that we're learning to embody, like the moments of remembering that if resentment comes up or anger or frustration or fear, like to be able to walk and dance in the duality of it. And like this is so wild. Oh my God. Father, Mother God, I trust this moment. I trust the sacredness of this timing. I'm grateful for every soul that's here. I trust the divinity of the wind, of the seas, of the sails, as we're entering into and crossing the Straits of Messina, the tides, the swirls. May they support every single one of us. May we release any illusion, any old energy, any cellular memory of not being able to make it, not being able to pass through, not being able to rise to the occasion, or going into any kind of force or push or old dynamic of masculine energy of having to grip and white knuckle. May we all surrender into the perfection and know that we are held. This or something even better for the highest good of all concerned. Amen. I don't know if the Odyssey is a required reading across the board in every country, but we did read it in high school in the States. And what was I, like 16 when I read this book. And I had such a visceral reaction of the scene of Odysseus moving through the Straits of Messina and the sirens and the cyclone, like all of these. I had such, at that age. And that book is a big book, and it's not an easy book to read. And that one scene of him tying himself to the mast, it stuck with me for a long time. And so just recently, like a couple of days ago, there's so much going on right now. Oh my Lord. A couple of days ago when I was on night watch, that's the radio. When I was on night watch and I was researching like the tides and the perfect time to go through this strait, and I was like, wait a minute. This can't be. The Straits of Messina literally the passage that Odysseus went through? And I was like, wait a minute, what did I sign up for? We're literally going 9 knots right now through the Straits. This is, okay. This is epic. This is epic. So I have Calabria on one side of me, Sicily on the other side of me. Can you see if I do this? No, you can't see much. Let's see. I'm going to move it down. Can you see anything? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'll post a video. If you're not following me on Instagram and you like this, you want to know what's going on, I'll post a video after. So I had this aha moment of like, oh my God, this is the Straits. This is it. And the cellular memory coming through from high school, and also like this deep awareness that we together, I feel, can transform what this strait really means. That it doesn't need to be strapping ourselves to the mast in fear, that the sirens don't need to be a lure to darkness, that the sirens can be a call to deeper truth, to honesty. If you look through the lens metaphorically and bring it into like elegant femme opportunity, the sirens were asking Odysseus, gifting him the opportunity to see his deeper truth. And when we are all, like even now in this moment, gifted the opportunity to move into the remembering, the honesty that comes up, the humanness that comes up, the fear of the darkness that comes up, the calling, the temptation, the default into the old, and the willingness to listen to that and to not be afraid of it and to trust ourselves to go there. Like that's what I feel like is happening in this very moment. My husband's at the helm navigating. I'm here with all of you. Oh, this is our 4th day of sailing. We had a moment. We had moments to rest last night before we entered the Straits. And I just really want to anchor the beauty of this, the rawness of this, the realness of this with all of you. And a few things as we move into today's lesson. We have no idea what we're capable of. If you would have told me even a month ago that I would be sailing, like pulling up the Genoa on my own, navigating the night, making decisions from a place of grace, letting myself feel the intensity of these emotions, the rawness of it all. I was someone that literally felt like I couldn't make it through the day without 10 hours of sleep. And I still like prefer that. But watching myself move through the initial adrenaline and into the calm and into the surrender, and then again just trusting these emotions as they move through me, the rising and the ebbs of the tide, the beauty, it's cracking me open in a way that I didn't realize was still available for me. You know, no matter how much we grow and how much we evolve, there's more. And there are moments, of feeling so held and so open. And there are these returns of moments of like, is this okay to feel this level of surrender? That temptation to go back into, maybe I should try to control this moment. Maybe being in full trust isn't safe. But then there's a return to, it's okay. I'm remembering. So with that, welcome to this call. Not at all what I expected. This hat is crooked. That's okay too. There are ships everywhere. And again, it's like, those moments in life when you plan, and I was so clear. Like I knew the ferry schedules, like right now, like we were going to be in a different spot. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Right before we got on the call, I went up to the helm station and I just started crying. And my husband's like, you're okay. You're okay. I love you. You're safe. You're okay. And he just held me. And I'm still like in this moment, like, how are we going 9 over 9 knots through the Straits of Messina with ships everywhere? Can you hear the banging? It's the slapping of the current on the side of the bow. All right, God. Ladies, femmes, whether you're watching this live with me now or watching it later, I'm going to invite you to infuse the biggest intention of your life in this moment. What fears are you being called to let go of? What power are you being called to integrate? What level of abundance are you being asked to receive? Where are you being offered the opportunity to melt inside? And let's utilize the history of this strait, the mythic voyage, the potency that's here, the masculine energy that's surrounded, and let us bring the truth of the feminine current into this space. And let us allow this moment, this voyage, this journey to transform us. Are we a yes? Are we a holy, 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 holy yes? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Oh my God. Holy yes? Are we a holy yes? Stephanie's here. Allison's here. Elaine's here. You're doing tough stuff. Don't forget. Holy wow. It's all real. How may it is so real. It's like I have these moments where I'm like, is this really happening? Okay, and so literally just another note, we're right now, we have the whole horizon of Calabria. This is where Dave's family's from. So Dave's dad is 100% Italian, and his family is from Calabria. And Dave's dad's never been here, so we're literally, my husband is the first of his generation that came to America to be back in Calabria, like literally as this is happening. So we have the support of my husband's entire lineage on this side. We have Sicily on this side. Did I see somebody's in Sicily right now? Is that possible? Bettina, you're in Sicily? Like, what is happening? We have Bettina on this side, my husband's lineage on this side. Oh my gosh, ladies, it's real. It's so real. Okay. Halmea's in Phuket waiting for her flight to Greece. Like, lesson 157. I love you all. There we go. Dave's on the radio. Lesson 157. Into his presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. This is a day of silence. Do you hear this? Security. All ships. Gale warning. We got this, babes. First in English, then in Italian. Let me just give a minute for them to finish. This is a day of silence and of trust. It is a special time of promise in your calendar days. It is a time heaven has set apart. I can't believe this. So I gotta tell you, just a side note, how cool the Italians are. And Dave and I are definitely going to live here. Like right now, because of going through Innocent Passage, we can't be on land. Whole story. It's how it, like a whole sailor thing. But as soon as we crossed into Italian waters, and it went from bonjour on the radio and people talking to each other, the Italians, buongiorno, salute, like singing into the radio. And one guy the other day was bonjour morning or something like that, talking to each other. It's a hoot. It is a hoot. Okay. Are we ready to feel this? This is how can you plan this? How can you plan this? I'm going to start again. This is a day of silence and of trust. It is a special time of promise in your calendar of days. It is a time heaven has set apart to shine upon and cast a timeless light upon this day when echoes of eternity are heard. This day is holy, for it ushers in a new experience, a different kind of feeling and awareness. You have spent long days and nights in celebrating death. Today you learn to feel the joy of life. This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all we have learned already and prepares for us what we have yet to learn. It brings us to the door where learning ceases and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches it can possibly attain. It leaves us here an instant and we go beyond it, sure of our direction and our only goal. Today, it will be given you to feel a touch of heaven. Though you will return to paths of learning. Have you felt this before? This is what I was intending to bring forward at the beginning, like these moments where you touch it, where you feel it, and then you are called back into learning. And the call back into learning can actually feel really painful at times as you evolve, because it feels like, oh, but what's wrong with me? I got it. I was there. I was in the presence of the divine. And then we get called back into the learning. And it's not we get called back into the learning because we've done something wrong or we didn't learn well enough or we're being tested. That's the old dynamic. Something comes up and you're like, oh, fuck. I got it wrong. I'm being tested. I didn't get it right the first time. No. We get called back into learning, called into learning as a point of grace, as a point of deeper expansion, as a point of trust. We trust ourselves enough to go into the learning because we know there's more. Not because we were wrong, not because we're not good students, not because we didn't get it right. It's because we trust ourselves into the more. You have come far enough to walk. Yet you have come far enough along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above its laws and walk into eternity a while. This you will learn to do increasingly as every lesson, faithfully rehearsed, brings you more swiftly to this holy place and leaves you for a moment to yourself. God will direct your practicing today, for what you ask for now is what God wills. And having joined your will with God's this day What you are asking must be given you. Nothing is needed but today's idea to light your mind. And let it rest in still anticipation and in quiet joy, wherein you quickly leave the world behind. From this day forth, your ministry takes on a genuine devotion and a glow that travels from your fingertips to those you touch and blesses those you look upon. A vision reaches everyone you meet and everyone you think of, or who thinks of you. For your experience today will so transform your mind that it becomes the touchstone for the holy thoughts of God. Your body will be sanctified today. Its only purpose being now to bring the vision of what you experience this day to light the world. We cannot give experience like this directly, yet it leaves a vision in our eyes which we can offer everyone, that God may come the sooner to the same experience in which the world is quietly forgot and heaven remembered for a while. As this experience increases and all the goals but this become of little worth, the world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time, a little more like heaven in its ways, a little nearer in its deliverance. And you who bring it light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. The time will come when you will not return to the same form in which you now appear, for you will have no need of it. Yet now it has a purpose and will serve it well. Today we embark upon a course you have not dreamed of, but the Holy One, the giver of the happy dreams of life, translator of perception into truth, the holy guide to heaven given you, has dreamed for you this journey, which you make and start today, with the experience this day holds out to you to be your own. Into Christ's presence will we enter now, serenely unaware of everything except the shining face and perfect love of Christ. The vision of Christ's face will stay with you, but there will be an instant which transcends all vision, even this, the holiest. This you will never teach, for you attained it not through learning. Yet the vision speaks of your remembrance of what you knew that instant and will surely know again. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into consciousness presence will I enter now. Into life's presence will I enter now. Into creation's presence will I enter now. Holy, holy, wow. Where'd my tissue go? I love you all. Thank you for being with me on this journey in every way. If you want to have some behind the scenes of the beauty of this, please follow us on Instagram. I'm doing some behind the scenes there. I don't have the words for what's unfolding, and I know I don't need them. My intention is that if it's available to you and feels congruent with your soul, that you feel the frequency of this and you allow it. Because I feel like what's moving through me isn't just for me. It really is for all of us. And you don't have to be here with me physically to tap into, to receive, to transform in the frequency of what's occurring. I feel like I've been sent on a maiden voyage for Elegant Femme. And if you read my original book, you know, and I'll tell you the second book is already being written. And those of you that are with me in close proximity spaces, whether it be Chateau Neuf, or tout est possible, you are literally writing this journey with me. And you're here as we're activating the beauty codes in real time. And so on the first day of the night sale, I was really inspired. Like, this is living fully, like the rawness, the realness. And so we're choosing to do, it was going to be a 6-day sale. It's going to be longer. It's going to be longer. Now that we got through the 3.5 days to the Straits of Messina direct, we're going to be really leaning into beauty in a very powerful way. So if you haven't received our Live You Fully signature program, this is the time. This may be the time. You listen to your own intuition. It's normally $997 and it's 60% off, which means it comes to like $398 for the whole program. This program is life-changing. This is where you learn all about the integration of the Femme types. This is where you learn about your natural essence and which power Femme you're being called to lead with. And this is where you learn how to integrate the faux types. And just recently, like, even if you took Live You Fully a long time ago, if you haven't taken it in the past 2 years, you might want to come back in for this up level, because there's a brand new module on the real New Yorker and transforming the New Yorker from doing to allowing. And when we move through these next levels in our lives, when we move into next levels of abundance, of power, of prosperity, of vision, allowing the New Yorker to move from that old dynamic of doing, of force, of performance, into this real grace of allowing, changes things. So the team's on now. I think the team's back. The team, it's Monday, right? So the team has all the information for you if you would like that. Please know I love you. Today we embark upon a journey. Yeah. I love you all. Thank you for being here with me. I'd like to take a moment together as we close and receive the beauty of this lifetime. Receive whatever it is you've required to move through up until this point to be here. Receive all the divine grace that's unfolding in ways that we have no idea. And receive our visions, the way that Spirit's moving through us. It's real. It is real. It's all real. So with that, how about I take you outside with me for a minute? Should we try it? Let's see what happens. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to unplug the mic, so let's do a test.